Every single year, the age-old question of what should women be wearing to the gym sparks up controversy online, and this week, a TikTok from the user of BookieWoods7 made waves by calling women bitches a lot. And listen, I'm really not trying to curse at the first 5 seconds of the video, but take a look at the video. It's a little intense. I'm editing this, and I really didn't give you guys enough context of how intense it is, so like, this is your warning. You will hear a lot of cursing. Alright? I bleeped it, but here, just play it. Just play it.
Like, we really in a day and age, we're telling can you please stop coming to the gym naked? Starts a public discourse. Like, all we want to do is come to the gym and work out, but no. The leg press machine gotta look like a casting couch because is literally at the gym in lingerie.
As you can tell, the amount of times that guy called a woman a in the first 5 minutes of this video, it's actually kind of disturbing. But if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Natalie, and this is where I share ways I'm getting my shit together so that you can get your shit together. Today's video is actually the start of a new series on my channel called No BS Nat, where I talk about everything that's going on in pop culture and my opinions on it. Now again, I really try to make my content more geared towards positivity and self-improvement, so anything I comment on is going to be geared more so in a self-improvement way, because I really don't like just posting negative things. As you can see, today we're diving into the topic of how should women be dressing at the gym? Modestly, unmodestly? Are the Define Impact shorts a little bit too much to be wearing at the gym? For the guys that are watching this, I don't know what that is. It's the butt scrunch shorts. Are the butt scrunch shorts too much, or are they a little bit too raunchy? We are going to be diving into all of the nuances around this conversation and how we can really take something tangible out of this whole mess that's going on right now. If you haven't seen it, thank God, but I don't know if it's just my feed. It's been overwhelmed with people saying what people should wear at the gym, what people shouldn't wear at the gym. Now listen, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but the video that sparked all of this controversy, I couldn't help but sit and think to myself, who hurt you? I'm not saying that his argument doesn't have any basis. I'm just saying that his delivery is extremely harsh. I feel like I'm missing context, right? Like, I feel like, what, did he go into the gym and see a girl dressed insane, or did she take the leg press machine and he just flipped out? Like, what is going on in his mind? But this really made me think. Is it fair to judge women based on what they're wearing at the gym? Even if the clothes are skin tight and really revealing? Even if it's excessive and attention seeking? It kind of gets into a moral dilemma almost of what should society be? Are there social implications to wearing certain things at the gym? I'm going to be unpacking this from 4 different angles: oversexualization, attention seeking behavior, functionality, and male social conditioning. Now we can all agree gym culture is supposed to be about health, fitness, and self-improvement. But lately there's been a growing perception about women going to the gym that's more about attention seeking and promoting their OnlyFriends than it is about actual self-improvement and empowerment. The perception that women who go to the gym wearing revealing clothing are solely doing it to seek attention. Now, this is very convoluted because obviously not every woman who goes to the gym is seeking attention, especially from men. There's no surprise that this can be damaging, especially to women who just want to go to the gym and work out, or even women who want to dress a certain way in order to be taken seriously. Societal perceptions can sometimes misinterpret people's intentions, like thinking that a woman who's going to the gym in the Define Impact shorts is solely trying to seek out attention. Because of the content that you see from women online who might wear those Define Impact shorts, maybe they have a OnlyFriends link in their bio, maybe the video itself is just suggestive. Whatever the case is, the content that people watch plays a lot into the way they view these situations, because it's difficult to see things from another person's point of view. On the men's side, some men just want to work out in peace and don't want to have any attention-seeking women in butt scrunch shorts around them. But are those women actually doing anything to prompt that reaction, or have they just been engaging in a lot of content that devalues these women? Same goes for women. Women can see a lot of content of men being creepy or over-sexualizing women at the gym and thus feel turned off to going to the gym and feel scared. And that's what harms these environments overall. I'm not saying that those experiences aren't based in reality, but what I am saying is that everyone has their own experience. And so as I move through this topic, I just want to remind you that it's okay that you have your own opinion. And not to bring it up again, but one of the main reasons I feel like this debate is so heated is because of the only friends dynamic online right now. Like, let's be honest, OF has been a big topic in the last few years. Now, of course, these influencers have their own personal choices and are allowed to make that decision. However, there can be a societal influence on how people who wear similar clothing can be viewed. Women who wear similar outfits or even just do similar workouts can be seen as oversexual even when they're literally not doing anything. Like, for example, doing Romanian deadlifts or squats can be seen by certain men as sexual. Now, I say certain men because obviously I don't think all men think like this, especially men who have been going to the gym for a long time. That's what a lot of women are thinking in this scenario, because here men are yapping on the internet saying that we need to cover up, but then purchasing content from these OnlyFriends people because they're attracted to that type of content. There's just been a lot of confusion on what specific athleisure people are really talking about. Is it the butt scrunch shorts? Is it the way people are wearing these items? Before I give you guys my full opinion, I'm just gonna give you guys a scope of what TikTok looks like right now.
Can you guys tell me what gym clothing you guys find inappropriate? Because I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie, because I see everybody talk about it, but nobody's giving examples. And like, this is what I'm wearing to the gym. Mind you, even if you guys tell me like, yeah, that's inappropriate, I'm not gonna change it, but I just want to know, am I a slut? I don't know.
Okay, I have a hot take that could potentially be polarizing. I'm just gonna say that. The hot take is that we've gone too far with women's gym clothing. Okay, I understand that women should be able to wear whatever they want. I do agree with that. They should be able to wear whatever they want, go wherever they want without fear of being ogled or followed or harassed, whatever. Okay, but I think we have gone too far. I also need to say that I believe 99% of those videos when the girl posts like a gym video and the guy's being creepy, 99% of the time the guy's being creepy. He is being a creep and he's being weird and she's just minding her own business, okay? But there's 1% of those videos where the girl will be like, oh, this guy's being so creepy, and then she'll show the fit, and the fit is like the most ass Fashion Nova mesh cutout see-through pH ruining fabric onesie.
I think there's been some miscommunication. I don't think this is the sports bra and shorts combo that people are having an issue with. Amazing body, but I think this is the combo people are struggling with. You know, this right here, this combo. I think this is what's making people uncomfortable.
But regardless, there's a lot of tension and shame that arises from these conversations. Attention-seeking behavior does exist. I just don't think it exists as much as these men are saying. Additionally, for the women who are attention seeking and let's say they post a fitness content with their butt out, literally like their shorts all the way up their butt. The argument that I see a lot online about this is I shouldn't be judged for wearing what I feel comfortable in. But not expecting people to judge you in a public setting is unrealistic. And I'm not just saying that for fitness clothing, I'm saying that in general. Like, just by going outside, you're going to be judged because everyone has eyes, everyone has their senses, and everyone can perceive you. And I'm not saying you can't make that choice, but I'm just saying that you're not doing it for attention is almost counterintuitive. You might not be doing it for male attention, but you are doing it for some form of attention or else you wouldn't be posting it. Just like me making this video, I'm doing this video for attention. Like, why is it on the internet it's so bad to do stuff for attention? I think it's only bad to do stuff for attention when you're trying to do stuff for attention at the expense of other people and at the expense of certain social implications that a lot of people typically adhere to. So, for example, a lot of people typically adhere to some form of modesty, even if it's not entirely, right? Even the girls wearing the butt scrunch shorts. I wear the butt scrunch shorts, but I don't pull them all the way up so that my cheeks are out. No, in fact, when they roll up, I pull them down because I don't want my whole butt out. Like, genuinely. That's like farting and then not expecting people to move because it smells bad. I've been going to the gym for about 3 years now, and I'll wear the butt scrunch shorts, I'll wear workout sets that make me feel cute and fun, but I don't do it for male attention. I dress to feel comfortable and motivated, and I think most women who go to the gym feel the same exact way. That being said, to dress a certain way and to not expect to get looks is a completely different story. I'm gonna insert a TikToker who explained this really well, so roll the clip.
Yes, you are 100% allowed to wear whatever hell you want to the gym. That's kind of the thing. I mean, as long as you're not naked, you get to decide how you dress. You don't get to then dictate how other people react in that same shared space. That's the part where your main character energy is going over the hill. Like, the whole part of the outfit is so that you could look as well. But you're in public and other people have eyes. I don't think you also as a stranger get to walk up to somebody in this public space and say, hey, you're not allowed to wear that to the gym. They're not naked. Like, come on. But again, this is a disingenuous conversation if you're gonna say, I'm gonna dress in something skin tight, bright, that shows off everything because I want to look good and I want to be comfortable, but then be upset that other people are noticing how I look in said outfit. It's like wearing the bright orange vest and then being upset that everyone notices you. It's a weird thing to do.
I love workout clothes that motivate me to be my best self. I like putting on something that makes me feel cute, and yes, I even want to see my physique in the mirror. Does that mean I want attention from myself? Maybe, but I don't necessarily care if I get attention, but I know it's almost part of it. And that sucks, but that's the world we live in. I inserted this video specifically because I agree with him in the sense that you can't control other people. You can't choose how people are going to react in public spaces. Now, does that mean you deserve bad things? Absolutely not. That's victim blaming, and I don't like that narrative at all. However, it's worth examining why certain men will see certain gym attire as overly sexual when it's not. Because as I mentioned earlier in the video, the popularization of OF has a huge role in how men perceive women in general. Even when we're not wanting to be perceived, we are perceived. And I think a lot of women are mad about that, and rightfully so. As a woman, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes I really don't want to be perceived. As a man, you can go to the gym and just do your workout and not have to worry about who is looking at you or who might be a threat. As a woman, we naturally have to look out for those things. That's if we're wearing cute workout sets, that's what if we're wearing a paper bag, that's literally if we're wearing literally anything. The oversexualization of women in society and OF and all of the above has made certain men so lustful that a woman could be wearing anything at the gym and he will still sexualize her. I don't think it's up to a woman to change how she dresses just because you don't like the butt scrunch. You get what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't justify behavior of pulling it all the way up your butt crack, right? But that does mean if a man is so angry to the point where he has to make a TikTok video screaming, calling women and talking about women in such a hateful way, don't expect women to change themselves just because you feel uncomfortable. Instead, focus on yourself. Like, I've seen women at the gym who've been doing too much and I'm like, that outfit's crazy. Anyways, and I continue my set at the gym because at the end of the day, I don't care. I genuinely do not care what someone is wearing at the gym. To each their own, and I think a lot of men need to adopt that perspective because their minds are so naturally lustful. If your mind is so lustful to the point that like you can't even go to the gym and work out because a woman is so distracting to you, that's a problem. Just as there's an extreme on the woman's side where a woman shouldn't be doing all of this for attention, a man shouldn't be doing all of that to sexualize a woman. Two things can be true at once. And I empathize with the women who say, you know, it's not our problem, I don't want to be judged at the gym. They're only saying that because a lot of women have had unwanted attention at the gym, regardless of what they were wearing. And some of you might clown me for this, but I actually do record some of my workouts at the gym, and I do think there's a right and a wrong way to do it. And if you guys want to check it out, it's Natalie etched on Instagram. I do fitness content, lifestyle content, and it's a new account, so I don't really have that many posts on it. Gym recording etiquette has 3 steps. Number 1, you don't need to record the entire workout. And I'm not saying that to say don't take segments of it, but for example, I'll record maybe 1 to 2 sets of my workout and then I'll put my tripod away. This helps for people who are wanting to pass by and grab a weight, or maybe just come up and ask me, oh, how many sets do you have left? Because I know a camera can make a lot of people uncomfortable in a gym setting. Number 2, any clips that have people in the frame, I cut those clips. I don't use clips, or I try not to use clips where people are in the frame, because I wouldn't want people to use a random video of me just standing there drinking water. You know what I mean? I just crop it out. And last but not least, I try not to choose angles that are extremely suggestive, because that's one thing I notice online. A lot of these angles that people people take their videos at are very suggestive. Like, does the camera need to be angled directly towards your butt? And that's just what I do. You don't have to do that. But we have to acknowledge the reality among us women that how we act in public spaces will reflect on us. And I'm not talking about us as in collective women. I'm talking about you. Anything you do in public will reflect on you. Like, I know when I record my workouts and I have my tripod, some people might perceive me as annoying or an influencer or whatever, but I accept that because I can't control what other people think. The hard reality is most men are conditioned to sexualize women, and we live in a society where lust is extremely prevalent, and that's not our problem as women, right? If you're watching this video, that's not your problem, but it does make it difficult to separate intention from the real perception of the reality of what's happening. And I think that's happening to certain men because they believe that what we do is for them. It's not a woman's job or responsibility to manage how a man thinks, but it is essential to acknowledge how these cultural norms shape our society and what you choose to do about it. What makes you feel the most comfortable? Because this is a subjective topic. Every single woman has their own comfort level when it comes to what they wear. And if you're wearing it for someone else, you're not doing it right. Dress for yourself. Be modest for yourself. Be not modest for yourself. Be whatever you want to be for yourself. Now, my final thing I really wanted to talk about is practical outfits versus not practical outfits. And honestly, most of the gym outfits that people were saying on TikTok are like too much, like the scrunch shorts or, you know, these leggings are way too tight. Like, I don't really care about none of that. But when you think about if you want to wear an outfit to a gym, think about practicality and think about comfort, because at the end of the day, that's what I believe matters. And also, be aware of your surroundings. The takeaways from this video is if you're a man, I encourage you to look at how you sexualize women, and if you are having those lustful thoughts, redirect that energy back into yourself. How do you want to look in the gym? How are you building your muscles? Don't worry about what another woman is wearing, because at the end of the day, none of that shit matters. Redirect your mind, okay? Find God. And women, remember that you cannot control how people do or don't perceive you. At the end of the day, work out for yourself, dress for yourself, and do what makes you feel most comfortable. Also recognize that another woman's outfit choice is not your concern. Don't put down other women in order to seem more desirable. Where do we go from here? I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and let me know if you like this new series where I talk about different pop culture things. I want to get more into commentary content, but also positive commentary content, as weird as that sounds. I know I'm talking about negative topics, but I want to spin it positively so that you guys can improve yourself. So if you like that, stick around, subscribe, like this video, do all the things. Okay, love you guys.